Um, in this one, I'm gonna to introduce our app inventor project, a simple but powerful event management and data tracking app. So the purpose of this app, it allows users to view a list of events, check the detailed information, and save favorite events, and even log in security with a password. So my project is made of 4 screens in total. This one is the first screen. The screen one is main event list and a sample data page. So like for the screen two, it displays the detailed information about select event. So for the screen three, we just manage to save the events where users can review or delete their saved items. And the last one, the screen four, is the login and the password management page. So let's go back to the screen one. For the block. So on the screen one, I just create the foundation of the app. So this screen will handle the data loading, displaying the event list, and the basic navigation. So the top of the code just initializes several global variables. So all events like start of all values or data, and my saved keeps the list of events and user has saved. And the sample JSON contains more JSON string with the sample events like the ID, title, type, and start time. So then I have a procedure called pro-loading sample data. So this function decodes the sample JSON text using the Web1 JSON text decode with dictionaries like this one. So and stores into the global all event. After that, it calls the like procedure render list. So like this one displays the decoded data on the screen. So inside the procedure render list, I looped through all those events like this one. So um, for each event, I combine the title, type, and the start time together into a readable line, and then set the list as the elements of the list field called LV events. That's how all event titles appear naturally on the main screen. So next, we have two buttons for here. So the bottom one is the button 22, like which reloads or refresh the event list, and the button click. So when the button might click, the open screen 3 is to the my saved event page. So there's also a clock component that continuously updates the label to show the current data and time. It's formal like the year, the month and date. So it makes the interface more dynamic and professional. So finally, there's a block for the button view details. When I select the event in the list view and click the button, the app finds the corresponding dictionaries items from the global all events. So like choose a notification with the selected title and the open screen to passing the selected event as a start value. So if not item selected, it shows an out saying please select the event. This ensures that user don't additionally move forward with selection.
Additionally, in the subsequent testing, we added this part to allow our app to connect to the internet and help get real-time temperature and wind speed, which is more helpful for users to plan their day. We set the URL of the Web1 component to the Open Metro Weather API to get real-time weather and then called Web1 get to send a GET request to the API to start get the weather data. When Web1 successfully receives the test data from API, this event is triggered, parsing the JSON and extracting the temperature and wind speed.
So for the screen tray, which manages the like saved items, this screen is more interactive. Like it's supported displaying, delecting, and clearing and viewing details. So when the screen initialized, it allows the saved list from TinyDB using the tag my saved for here. If nothing is saved, the list will simply display no saved items. Otherwise, the app calls a procedure like procedure render saved, um, which loops through the saved list and joins the title and start time for the in each entry. So then update the list field LV saved to show them all. There are several buttons here. So the first one is a BTN, the button remove. So like it deletes the selected save items, and if nothing is selected, a notification says please tap an item first. Otherwise, the app gets the current list from TinyDB, removes the item according to selection index, stores the updated list back. I refresh the list view and shows the removed. So the button clear. So when I click the button clear, it calls the TinyDB. Um, Clearing tag to erase all data under my saved. So then call the procedure render saved again to show an empty list. So and display the cleared. So for the button detailed, so opens up detailed view of the whichever saved item selected. When the user selects an event, the apps retrieves from the TinyDB and opens the screen too. For here, open screen 2 and send you the full event dictionaries as start value. So, and finally, the back button for here. Oh, sorry, the back button for here. Mm, so just this one just closes the screen and returns to the previous page. So like this screen showcases the good users, use of the TinyDB storage and list management logic with the make the apps like practical for users who want to save and revisit the event later. So let's move to the screen 4. Okay, for here. So screen 4 is super easy. Um, um, this one is for serves as a simple login admin panel. So at the top, the global variable PWD is initialized with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When the users click the login, the app checks if the user's name equals admin and if the password matches the global PWD. So if the both are correct, it shows OK and open the screen 1 with start value of the 0. And if not, it shows an error message. There's also a change password button. For here is the button change password. When pressed, it causes a notifier show texting dialog, promoting the user to invent new password. After user type a response, the notifier after text input event updates the global password to new value. This demonstrates how to handle users input securely and interactively with the app inventor. So finally, the BT the button exit. Simply close the screen and end of the app. So this screen adds a layer of security and personalization allows the users to log in and customize their password easily.
During the user testing process, users were able to successfully complete data storage operations, with the TinyDB function performing stably. Users generally agree that the app helps them better plan their activity schedules. In response to users' suggestions of adding a real-time weather retrieval function, we have also developed it and incorporated this feature into the app.
So to summarize, my apps demonstrate how App Inventor can combine the different components, the JSON data handle, the database storage, hardware sensor, and UI navigation into one coherent system. And screen 1 loads and shows the event list, and the screen 2 shows the details and saved favorite, and the screen 3 manages the saved list and deletion and the clearing. And screen 4 just adds a simple login system and for security. So overall, this project helped me to understand data flow, state management, and user interface in the App Inventor. Um, Thank you for watching.